Good morning. What is going on, everybody? Drop a voicemail, 804-592-6160.
Turn my cell phone off, wait till I get back. Ooh, yeah, this shit. Living my life with no regrets. So I title, link up, pull up on me. We just chillin', at the spot. What time? Anytime, link up, pull up on me. We just coolin', the chill spot. What time? Party time. I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night, till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Gonna feel good.
Gabagool, gabagool.
Gonna feel good.
Gabagool, gabagool. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to All Rise and Shine. It is I, and I am him, Pete Simonetti.
Paid the cost to be the boss.
Well, I tell you what, folks, if I were the boss, you might have some different things being done today in New York Yankee land, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get right down to business today. The New York Yankees get swept by the Reds, and man, oh man, all hell is breaking loose out there. You take a look at where the Yankees currently stand, you see that they're in second place, 2 games behind the Baltimore Orioles. I think the scarier thought is the Boston Red Sox are only 5.5 games behind the New York Yankees. And as faith may have it, the New York Yankees are set to play the Boston Red Sox for 3 games starting tonight on George Costanza bobblehead night. Yankees have a 3-game set again starting tonight, a 7:05 start time, of course. We will have that for you right here on Game Season Live. You already know the dealio. You know the deal-E-O, okay? And of course, you go back and look at this again. It's getting pretty scary out there. The New York Yankees, if they don't play well to finish the All-Star break, could potentially find themselves sitting in 3rd place. Think about that. The way the Yankees started, the way things were going, looking up and going, wow, what a ball club we got right now. Couple of injuries happen, and all hell has broken loose, and nobody knows what the hell to do anymore. And look, when things go bad for the Yankees, it goes really bad because there's so much that goes wrong with this club. And I am going to put some blame around all over here. So let me first start with something very simple. There's a lot of people out there who have no belief in this club. They have no belief in this and that. I simply have a belief in the club because I believe Stanton's going to come back. I believe that Dominguez should come back. And I believe there's guys in the system that are going to get a chance. Now, this is the Yankees we're talking about, so none of this may happen. This is just a personal belief on my end that I think that's going to happen. I think they have a chance to still do some good things. Doesn't really change the fact about Aaron Boone and about Brian Cashman and how the organization runs things. That doesn't really change anything. But I do want to start with that, and I'm going to save Aaron Boone for a second because there was a lot yesterday that happened that to me it just adds up to why is this guy here? Why is he leading a bunch of grown men? Why did they do this? Why did they go this route? But I want to start with Brian Cashman, and I want to start with the Yankees front office because the one thing you guys hear me say a lot, and to be fair, this doesn't have to do with Aaron Boone. This has to do with the Yankees organization on how they do and conduct business. I always say very, very simply, your best team should be on the field all the time, no matter what. The New York Yankees as an organization should not be a team that goes, we've had a few injuries, we've had some bad things happen, so we are going to go ahead and search for scrap heaps. That's not what the New York Yankees as an organization should be doing. And at the end of the day, that is on the Yankees front office that they do this. It is on the Yankees front office on how they set up a 40-man roster. It is on the Yankees front office to go, we'll skip over these younger guys with likely higher ceilings and more talent, and we'll keep running these guys out there that make no damn sense and have no future, by the way, on our club. We'll just keep throwing these guys out there because, that's kind of the way I conducted business in the early 2000s. Well, let's be fair here. Baseball has changed significantly since then. The majority of winning clubs out there are not going, let me search the waiver wire to see what garbage I can find for a week. The majority of clubs out there that are winning are going to their system, are going to their youth, are calling kids up from AA. And I'm not sitting here saying every time that should happen, no. But what I'm simply saying here is that you should always have your best talent at the major league level. Does that mean you take a guy in A ball and go, listen, no. Don't take what I'm saying as, well, I guess you just call up any pro. No. When you have guys in your bullpen that obviously do not belong on this club, they're getting released by worse teams than the Yankees, and you're not giving your youth a chance, instead, at least the potential of simply going, we're gonna put talent over, I guess, a guy that's been there. In today's baseball, usually talent is more important than all that other nonsense. So the Yankees bullpen right now is a scrap heap. And look, let me say something about the Yankees yesterday. They played Wells. They played Ben Rice. And they produced. They both homered in yesterday's game. This is something I've been calling for a long time. They should be playing every day. I've been calling for this for a while. They both homered in yesterday's game. So there's only so much the Yankees could do to the lineup right now. There's only so much. And that's the two of the biggest things they can do. A lot of the other guys are hurt also in the minor leagues, which could have helped, but they're hurt. Nothing you could do about that. Jason Dominguez is hurt. Caleb Durbin is hurt. We understand all that. We get all that. But But you look at the bullpen and you see the guys they have coming in the game, and then you go ahead and look and go, they've already acknowledged that Jack Neely is going to be up at some point this year, right? They already acknowledged Neely's going to be up at some point. 36 innings, 57 strikeouts. I mean, that's going to help the Yankees quite a bit. Why is Neely not here? Why does Yoendrys Gomez, who looked fantastic, have a bad outing in the rain against the Mets, and the Yankees go, goodbye? 9 strikeouts in 7 innings? I think we could use that. Maybe he shouldn't be utilized as a guy who gives you 5 innings, 4 innings out of the bullpen. Maybe Yoendrys Gomez should be utilized as a 2-inning reliever max. You know, maybe it's a crazy thought. Maybe Neely is better than Phil Bickford. Maybe Neely is better than Tim Over the Hill. Maybe Neely is better than the scrap heaps you've picked up. I mean, you don't think these guys see it too and they go, why are we not up? Why did I get sent down? It was a rainy day against the Mets. I had a tough outing. I got better talent than the majority of the guys in this bullpen. I mean, I don't get it. And yeah, look, I can sit here all day and we can throw blame all over the place. Fact of the matter is, this is a major league organization. The Baltimore Orioles get injuries, guys. They don't go, let me go looking on the waiver wire and the scrap heaps, and I'm going to fill and plug those holes for 3 weeks, a month. The Atlanta Braves don't go, I'm going to plug those holes for a month with scrap heaps. The Los Angeles Dodgers don't go, I'm going to go plug these holes with scrap heaps. But is all of it the Yankees' fault? No, I've said this. And a lot of you have got mad at me and go, Pete, how do you keep saying you believe? You guys have been with me for years. I've never said this about another Yankee team. Fact of the matter is, when guys got injured at the major league level, the replacements got injured that were obvious. And the Yankees don't have the balls to go, hey, Augustine Ramirez, hey, look, man, here's the deal, buddy. You're on the 40-man roster. You're not going to catch, but we're going to DH you up here because Stanton's gone for a month. Maybe you could run into a few. Maybe you can do 220, 230 and hit a few homers for us, potentially. I don't think that's too crazy. And I don't care about the AAA numbers. I don't care. The fact of the matter is, other clubs would do it because guess what? Would you rather see Augustine up DHing at least? Only DHing, no problem. Or J.D. Davis, who has no future on your club. No future on your club. You called up Ben Rice, well, that's looking pretty good. You started to play Austin Wells, well, that's looking pretty good. Maybe continue that trend of young, lively, life-filled, energetic, athletic youth on this club that could inject something in them when guys are maybe down because they've had injuries. This is not rocket science, guys. I don't feel like I'm doing something that the Yankees should hear this and go, you know, that's probably pretty smart. I don't think I'm doing anything new here. I'm not reinventing the wheel. This is fairly obvious in my opinion. The fact that it doesn't happen shocks the shit out of me. It shocks the shit out of me. Even more so that guys like Yoendrys Gomez and a Goose are on the 40-man. But there's other guys that are apparently more important. Because I know if I'm a Goose, I'd be sitting in AAA right now going, damn, I mean, Stan's out for a month. I could probably get some of those ABs up there. I mean, J.D. Davis? Okay. If Yoendrys Gomez, I go, damn, man, I had a great outing. come up to the Mets. It's a rainy day. It's an ugly day. And I'm sent back down again. Huh. Interesting. Maybe I'm not as good as I thought I was. Maybe the Yankees are correct about me. Maybe I should be sent down because maybe I'm not this good. Maybe I'm thinking higher than myself and I'm not this good of a player. Maybe I'm where I belong. Maybe the organization doesn't believe in me. So where does my confidence go now? I'm back down in the minor leagues. The fact of the matter is the front office is still doing it wrong. The front office is still incorrect. Now, am I sitting here saying that a Goose would get called up and he's going to put up Stanton numbers? No, not at all. Am I sitting here saying that Jack Neely's going to come up and you're going to go, damn, future closes stuff right there. He's dominating the league. Nah. Am I saying that Gomez will come up and he'll dominate and earn a place? No, not at all. But what I am saying is that it's the smarter move. It's the winning move. And that is unfortunately what we are losing. The Yankees don't do winning moves during the year. Now, I'll tip my cap to them all day. Juan Soto was a winning move. Juan Soto was a winning move. We know that. We understand that. Marcus Stroman, great offseason. Great offseason. Not complaining about it at all. Winning moves. But you don't only do winning moves in the offseason. You must do winning moves in the regular season. And more so, you must step to the plate when your team is down, injured, hurt, and skidding like this to do winning moves. Moves that some people might go, whoa, we did that? Yes. I'm a Yankee fan for, my whole life. Follow baseball. It's a 98, 97, 98 that I really started to understand ball. Guys, I remember the year when the Yankees were struggling and George Steinbrenner said, no, we're going to make changes. George Steinbrenner said, bring this Chim Ming Wong kid up. Bring this Robbie Cano kid up. Move Tony Womack to center field. Hey, guys, guess what happened after that? It worked. Guys got the message. And that's one of the big problems right now at this club. And that's where I get to Aaron Boone. Aaron Boone is not the leader the Yankees need. And I'm going to be the first one to raise my hand and go, I pray the New York Yankees win a World Series this year with Aaron Boone. No doubt about it. You guys have heard me say for years now, they'll never win under the combination of Cashman and Boone. I'm on record saying that. And what do I always say after it? I pray that I'm wrong. That I can sit here and go, throw tomatoes at me, I was wrong. Boo me off stage, I was wrong. I want to be wrong. But boy, oh boy, guys, he just continues to show why he should not be the manager of this club. You know, I went nuts about the standoff yesterday. I thought it was bullshit. I didn't like it. I hated it. I didn't like that you don't get your team a moral victory. You don't tell them to stay out there and wait it out and get a moral victory. And people go, oh, what? But it's not a big deal. Look at the Reds dugout when Ashcraft turned around. They were all celebrating. The Yankees haven't had a celebration in months, it feels like. Jahmai Jones threw his batting gloves. Forgot who else it was that smacked the top of the railing. But then even more so, the Yankees are getting beat up and there's a base hit up the middle. And Trent Grisham just lollygags, picks the ball up, bobbles it all the place, slowly gets to it, and Candelario just goes, I'll take second base. And what did the manager do? What did Aaron Boone do? He defended it. Instead of saying, horrible look, great defender, we know that. That can never happen again. That cannot happen on this team. He once again defends it because I understand I'm a player manager. They love me. They all like me. I'm a friend. The Yankees do not need a friend. Guys, we're living in a time where people don't seem to understand the difference of friend and leader. I'm a friend of everybody on NYYU. I love this team. I love their families. I could talk to them all day about what is your life? What are we looking to do here? These guys are all my friends. Everybody that is on the NYYU team are my friends. But they also understand there is a business aspect to this, and I'm running this business. And I have a set of standards that I like to keep. Everybody understands this. There is no difference here. Accountability is a huge part of leadership. A manager has to manage. That comes with many different qualifications. I'm sorry to tell you all, but Aaron Boone doesn't hold many of those qualifications. And for the people out there that goes, people, you don't know. You don't get to see what happens all day. Well, guys, let me ask you a question. When you have a conversation, let's say with a struggling performer at any type of job, or you got to have a conversation about a performance, hey, you're not meeting company standards. Let's put some steps in place. And in another quarter, we're going to come take a look at that. We're going to take a look at what that is. And you go back and it didn't change. Well, you obviously didn't follow up and make those changes. It's the same thing in baseball. If we've been seeing since 2018, the same type of sloppy play, lackadaisical play, not head in the game at all times type of plays. We've seen it since 2018. It hasn't changed. Do you know what that tells me? There's no respect. I don't take it seriously. We don't take this coaching staff seriously enough. We know we won't be held accountable. There's a laundry list of items that Boone could have been fired for. Kind of felt like the umpire was bullying me. It's a grown man that's a major league manager. Think I'm lying?
You know, I just felt like it was kind of bullying, frankly.
As some of you might brush that off, I wouldn't want to play for him.
You know, I just felt like it was kind of bullying, frankly.
I wouldn't want to play for him. That's a clubhouse that is full of testosterone. Again, I repeat, would you want to play for this guy?
You know, I just felt like it was kind of bullying, frankly.
Clay Holmes was not available. Yes, I was, Booney. I was available. He wasn't available. I was available. Luis Severino. I don't know. Ask the manager. I don't know why he wasn't in. Ask the manager. Let's get you guys motivated today. What are we going to do? Let's watch a video of the 04. Let's watch a video of the '04 Yankees losing to the Red Sox, the worst defeat in sports history. Let's watch that. Let's watch that, everybody. Pile around, guys. Come on. We're going to get you motivated. Ah, look at that stolen base off of Mo. There it is. You guys ready to win now? I would have slit my fucking wrist. This is what we're doing. Kept his job. Kept his job. Sweep to the Houston Astros. I'm going to take out Garrett Cole and bring in Lou Trevino. What happened? You guys could go back to that game season live if you want and look at what I say when the move happens. Sorry, guys. Season's over. That's it. The white flag has been waved. The Astros are pounding their chests right now. Watch what's about to happen. Who am I to know that? I knew that. We are currently living
under my umbrella, hey.
And don't get me wrong here. I've said it a million times. Aaron Boone probably is a fun manager to play for because, again, you could probably crack jokes with him. He seems like a good, kind-hearted guy. He seems like somebody you could sit down and laugh with. He seems like somebody you'll say, hey. He'll come in and go, hey, how's your kids doing? They're doing great, Aaron, thanks. He'll know your family. He knows your kids. He knows all that. Because he could be a friend. And that's cool. God bless him for being that. But that's not what the Yankees need. That is not what this New York Yankee club needs. Not at all. Not at all. This team needs a leader. This team needs a manager that's going to say, guys, we play today, we win today. We need, we just took the lead, we need 3 outs? Well, the bullpen budget says our best player's not available today. No. We're going to have to go to him. We're going to, let me talk real quick. You good? We talked about dessert. He's coming in. Bring him in. We need it. Anytime there's a victory, you take it. And like Mariano Duncan says, play today, win today. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys remember when the Milwaukee thing happened? I think it was Milwaukee, and he went to Tonkin instead of Clay Holmes to get a victory, and the Yankees lose that game. We're making a big deal out of it. What did everybody say at that time? But the record, Pete, the record. How are you complaining? Look at the record. Yankees lose 3 or 4 to Baltimore, and we talk about how that's a problem, and people go, the record, Pete, the record. Come on, the record. They lose 2 or 3 to Baltimore. We talk about it, but we're in first place, Pete. Come on, the record. The record. We're going to keep saying the record or what? When NYYU is here, telling you guys, telling the fan base, the record is cute. We understand that. But there's always a bigger picture because things can change quickly. That's baseball for you. And as a Yankee fan, we should know that better than anybody after 2022, 2023, and now 2024. Do I still feel better about this club than those teams? Yeah, but I'm not ignorant to the fact. The problem still exists. We've been saying it all year. Even so, we've been calling it out all year of the problems that still exist. So, do I see the Yankees firing Aaron Boone during the season? Hell no. Hell no. Do I think that, God forbid, if after the All-Star break, before the All-Star break, the Yankees are in 3rd place? Do I believe that puts him on a hot seat? Oh, you bet your ass it will put him on a hot seat. You don't have a choice. I don't care if Aaron Boone is he reads Aaron Boone stories at night to go to bed. I don't care if they're best friends. I don't care if they start a band together. I don't give a poot what it is. Fact of the matter is really simple, folks. If this continues, there's nothing you can do to save Aaron Boone. You have to make the change. You have to make a change there. You got no choice but to make a change. Probably the end of the year, they'll let him ride it out, but there's no way you could bring him back. You can't. You can't. Get to your guys' voicemails today. Got a shit ton of voicemails. I know you guys want to talk today. So, guys, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get to as many of these as I can. Let's get to it.
Hey, Pete Francis, Macho King in the house. How you doing? To the underground. Well, I've had about all I could stand, and I'm madder than all hell. We're not gonna take it anymore. No, we're
Sir.
not. Yeah. The Yankees are playing absolutely positively like garbage, and Trick Christian should be off this team for dogging that play the other day.
Terrible.
The Boone made excuses for her, because
Yep.
that's what she does. The same thing keeps happening again and again and again. And it's about time for this shit to end. Dig it. But Boone should be fired on the spot for that travesty of justice the other day. It was a total disgrace. A slap in the face of every fan in attendance. The city of New York, all of them are heroes, and the late, great George Steinbrenner may rest in peace. But Boone was around in the city at the time they were still digging up the bodies out of the rubble of the Twin Towers. And he had the balls to tell his men to stand down in the face-off for the pride of the city. At his age, he should know better how to conduct himself. But maybe he's really a Red, 'cause he ain't no Yankee, and he never will. Yeah. And Hal better pull his head out of his rich ass and kick trash can in the cojones and show some intestinal fortitude, yeah. 'Cause if these are the type of leaders we have now, we got no future, yeah.
Yep.
Enough of the company yes men who stab you in the back and steal your wife. But not on my watch. I'll always stand up for truth, justice, and the American way, yeah. The Yankee way. And right now, this team is lost on the battlefield and needs a real leader to step up. And we'll never forget. And the Macho King, Pete Francis, and NYYU will stand front and center, yeah, and never move. And if they told us to, we'd say, fuck you! Not today, not ever! Ooh, yeah! Macho!
Here it is. Look, man. Macho did what I've been doing the whole show in like 2 minutes. He just summed it up for you guys. That's what Mach does, man. That's what we do over A. That's what we do over A. My brother, Mr. Rod Thompson.
Thank you for being a friend.
Does Boone get fired if he gets swept by the Red Sox this weekend? No. 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 And let me tell you, Rod, the reason I say no is because I have no confidence in the Yankees doing something like that. I got no confidence in the Yankees shaking up the room. I got no confidence in that. Not at all. Not at all. I don't see it. I don't see it. Right now, they'll say, you know, it's excuses. And don't get me, it's injuries. And don't get me wrong. There is some truth to that. There is some truth to there's injuries there. But guys, there's a mental fortitude that this team doesn't have. And that comes from your leader. That comes from motivation. That comes from saying, guys, look, these dudes are down, but the way we're playing ball, we can't do this. We can't play the way we're playing. What do we, wake the fuck up. What are we doing? That ball's dogged. You're not playing. Get out of here. Sit down. You got to have a little bit of toughness when times go bad. And I don't think Aaron Boone has that in him. And somebody brought up a great point to me the other day. They said, Pete, look, he's been the manager since 2018. He's not all of a sudden going to turn into Mr. Tough Guy. He's Mr. Softy. He's not all of a sudden going to go, look, man, that ain't happening under me. You can't change that because it's fake now. Now it comes across as being fake, and you can't change that. That's never going to change. So you're stuck with who you have, the Muffin Man, and that's it. And the Muffin Man is who he is, folks. That is it.
Pete, good morning. And all I have to say is fuck this team. So I didn't watch yesterday's game because I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm probably not going to watch today either because I'm tired of the bullshit. So, you know, I credit you for, man, having to stick this shit out, you know, over 160 plus games.
Always.
But let me get to my point. This fucking retard, Trent Grisham on center field in the ninth inning with 2 outs, bubbling the ball and letting the guy get to second. That's fucking inexcusable. That is disturbing. I'm not on the fire Boone train, but fire fucking Boone. Because if you do that shit to a real manager, I'm pulling that motherfucker by the ear from center field straight to the dugout. That's fucking ridiculous. It just shows you where the morale is of this team. Happy 4th of July for everybody yesterday. God bless you all. And hopefully we could turn this ship around. Later, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I talked about that play, and I reacted to it in the moment. It sums up, you know, what this team is when they're down. And it's something we've talked about for a long time, right? The Yankees get in these ruts where shit like this happens, and a team will get 3 runs, and the Yankees look like they're at a funeral. It looks like they completely forget how to play ball, and they just don't care. They just don't care enough. And then the manager comes out and goes, he's a great defender. I'm not going to pick out one time he does this. He's so great. Trent Grisham sitting back going, yeah, damn right. And I'm not even saying Trent Grisham meant to do this, but he obviously dogged it. Obviously. And the manager goes, you know. And Trent Grisham goes, all right, cool shit. It's all right. Damn. Fuck, I thought somebody was going to yell at me. All right, cool. No problem. What we doing tonight, boys, huh? Let me get 2 chocolate chips, Mooney. Thank you. Your manager defends it. If I do it again, what's it matter? Gleyber Torres for years. Yeah, you know, he felt bad about it. You remember that? You guys remember how batshit crazy I went? I think it was actually the beginning of October. It's the year it went into October. It was like 3 days into October. Do you guys remember when I sat there and I said it was like the last game of the season? And I forgot what play it was, but Gleyber dogs it down the line. He struck out. The ball went to the backstop, and he never moved. And they throw him out, and the media asked Boone, and Boone said, you know, he felt bad about it. He'd been doing this all year. He felt bad about it? It's the last day of the season. That's your answer? He felt bad about it? I wish this guy was a judge. I go rob a bank tomorrow. Hey, judge, look, here's my final plea. I feel so bad about this. I never should have did it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm a better guy than this. Aaron Boone. Well, he did feel bad about it. So we're going to reduce that sentence to 30 days. I swear to God, I wish this guy was my judge. I tell you, I'd do every crime there is out there. You know, typically, you know, the average sentence here is 5 to 10. We're gonna give you, 30 days, and on top of that, you're gonna work in the bakery for the 30 days and bake some muffins. You know, he felt bad about this. He felt really bad about it, and I talked to him. He felt so bad about it. I believe him. Let's keep it going, guys. That's where we are in life.
Hey, good morning, Pete. How are you? William Henry here.
My guy.
I want to say thanks again for all you do for the chat and everything else. It makes watching the Yankee games more tolerable if I can vent in the chat a little bit. Y'all are the best. Wanted to say a couple things. The losing is bad enough, but watching the no accountability, no consequences, and no leadership is tough to take as a Yankee fan for over 50 years.
There it is.
That play with that Grisham loafed on, all Boone had to say was he could have played it better instead of making excuses for him after the game. And I remember when I played ball when I was much younger, all that does when you're the other team is pump you up because you see the other team loafing, not playing all out, and it pumps you up and makes you want to try harder. So this is on Boone. As bad as Cashman is, Boone is the one who's letting them get away with this.
Correct.
I don't see the Yankees winning 2 out of 3 against the Red Sox. Matter of fact, it'd be more surprising if they do win 2 out of 3. The Red Sox don't have the talent the Yankees do, but they play with a lot more hustle, a lot more heart, and, you know, that means a lot as someone who's played baseball and y'all who follow baseball. Anyway, Pete, you're the best. Thanks. Take care.
Man, William, what a voicemail, man. What a voicemail. Talk about a voicemail that truly does get to the heart of the issue. And look, let me tell you the difference of Boston. A lot of you guys don't want to hear it. Alex Cora doesn't take shit. He did it with Verdugo, and he made it known. He's benched. He's benched. You think Aaron Boone would ever come out and go, that guy dogged it, so we're benching him? When Aaron Boone benched Gleyber Torres for the 2 games, he never said benched. He said we're giving him a mental break. Like a fucking psychiatrist. It's like the new age crazy stuff, right? We're not going to call it what it is. We'll make up a new word for it. Benching is a bit too harsh. That might hurt his feelings. He needed a mental break. He needed a mental day, a couple of days off mentally. I mean, he has those in the field. If Boone didn't recognize that, he has mental days off in the field all the time. But instead of simply going like Alex Cora did with Verdugo, he's benched. We don't tolerate that here. Doesn't look good around all the guys. We don't do that in this place. We don't do that here. He needed a mental break. He'll be back. Don't worry. He'll be coming back. No big deal. Don't worry about it.
Pete, Uncle Dom here. Listen, I'm not here to bury Booney. I'm here to kill him. That's cold, mad laughter. But, you know, they know what they are right now. Management, Booney, Cupcakes, Cashman. Fact is they're looking for trouble now. And when they're looking for trouble, you know the old Elvis tune. If you're looking for trouble, you came to the right place. If you're looking for trouble, look right in my face. I was born standing up and talking back. My daddy was a green-eyed motor jack because I'm evil. That's what they're doing to me. Pete, they're making me evil. They're making me evil. And evil Uncle Dom is not a good thing. So let's strap it on. Let's get it going. And let's win some fucking ball games. Because I'm about to explode on Booney and his people.
Hey, yo.
Let's go.
Boom, boom, boom. Now let me hear say.
Hey, yo. I'm just joking. I'm joking, Uncle Dom. You know I got to have fun. You know I got to laugh and smile a little bit too, Uncle Dom. It's only what we can do, Ove. It's only what we can do, Ove.
Thank you for being a friend.
My guy Greg says there needs to be an enforcer, either the manager, the captain, or even one of the vets like Stanton or Rizzo. I'm happy you said that. I'm happy you said that because there's one more thing I'm gonna talk about. My guy Mike Thompson says, my guy Pete, bottom line is that the Yankees are a direct reflection of leadership or lack thereof. Sadly, Boone is what he is. No bueno. Exactly. And people don't seem to recognize this. They don't seem to understand that. They don't seem to get that point that the team takes on the mentality of the leader. They take on the mentality of the leader, guys. Everybody kind of go, oh, I don't like how that looked when Marcus Stroman said, enough is enough. I'm tired of this. And showed a little bit of testosterone and let out a burst of testosterone. I mean, you think it was magic that the Yankees scored 16 runs or whatever after that? No, I don't think so. 14 runs, whatever it was. I don't think it was coincidence. Not at all. I think they got fired up. But Greg said it before, and I want to talk about this. Guys, I pay extremely close attention to the Yankees in the offseason, to everything else. Do you guys remember this offseason? I know I'm not the only one. Where they had that meeting. And apparently Hal Steinbrenner said it got a little ugly back and forth. You know, it was a heated meeting. There was then reports from Joel Sherman, from, what's the other dude? I forgot his name. Sherman, I forgot his name. But the other guy, a couple of the other beat writers, and they came out with guys that said anonymous sources. They didn't want to be named. But there was a couple of people that said, Aaron Boone, they're surprised that Boone has not learned on the job as fast as they wanted him to. He's not tough enough. We need to get an enforcer in the dugout. We would like for him to be tougher on the players. I'm not making this stuff up that I say year after year after year. People go, Pete, how do you know? I guess I'm right, aren't I? I guess I'm right. I guess it wasn't rocket science. I guess I know. They talked about it this past offseason. They all talked about it. He needs an enforcer because he can't do it. Then when things get bad, it crashes. Because there's no accountability. So who cares? Just go out there and play ball. Whatever happens, happens. L.I. Yankee King said, Yankees record splits 2021 through 2024. My God, this is a lot here. 2021, okay, we know that. 2022, we know that. 2023, we understand that. All right, we get all that, L.I. Thank you. I'm not going to read every single number, but I know what you're trying to say here. That midway through the year, they just end up collapsing. And yes, that has been a trend, no doubt about it. And a lot of that has to do with leadership. But a lot of that, look, this year has to do with a couple of different things. And I know, again, there's going to be people that just go, Pete, I don't want to hear that no more. Like, I don't want to hear that no more. I don't want to hear you telling us things are okay, things could be bad. I understand that. I know you guys don't want to hear it. I get that. But again, guys, I'm simply going to say, and look, does this mean I'm going to be right? Am I going to be wrong? Very possible. I could be wrong. These guys could never come back. I don't know. But all I'm simply saying is Dominguez is going to return based off what we hear from Los, Dane. They expect he'll be back this year. I trust them. And I believe he's going to be back too. Stanton's going to be back. He's already doing some running, light workouts. He'll be back too. Once Dominguez is back, you got no chance. He got to be here. Will the Yankees do it? I don't know. That's another question. Rice and Wells have to play every single day. They got to be the starters every day. That's it. When Wells gets a break, he gets a break. He's a catcher. We understand that. But he needs the majority of the starts. We understand that. I do believe they will trade for an infielder. I hope. That's my thought process. Could I be wrong? Yes. But again, I believe that they do that and they get these guys back. The offense is much, much better. I've been talking about this for days. This is not unrealistic. And again, I'm not going to say Luis Rengifo. I'm not going to give you guys a name. Just an upgrade at third base, whoever it might be. If you could go in with a lineup of however you want to mess with this 9, I don't care. Just listen to the names. Volpe, Soto, Judge, Dominguez, Stanton, Rice, Torres, Wells, and whoever the hell your third baseman is. That's way better than we have now. Louis Hill probably goes to the bullpen. Neely should be up by that point. They're probably going to add a lefty reliever. The pen should be better. The starting rotation, only chance the starting rotation has is if Carlos Rodon bounces back, Marcus Stroman continues to pitch pretty well, Nestor Cortez. That's the only chance they have, and Garrett Cole is Garrett Cole. If the starting rotation goes to hell, they're fucked no matter what they could do. It doesn't matter. F. Ross comes back. JT Brubaker comes back. That is the only reason why I'm sitting here saying, if they do that stuff, I still believe they'd be a pretty decent team. Doesn't mean a World Series. Doesn't mean that. It'll just be a lot better than it is right now. That's all I'm trying to say. Gates of above. Gates of above says, with all the signs of Boone not being a good manager after that Aaron Hicks disaster in the outfield, and he didn't rip him a new one, he needed to go after that. Gates of above, there's multiple times that everybody knows Aaron Boone should have been let go. There's multiple times that any sane person that knows baseball would go, you make the change. Guys, I'll repeat what I said in the moment. And I say these things in the moment, and it holds true. The minute, the second, the locked in time when your team questioned you as a manager in the postseason is an automatic firing. It's an automatic firing. To the point Joe Girardi made a major mistake not challenging the check swing or if the bat hit the bottom of the thing. Gary Sanchez stood up. And all he needed to do was check. Go ahead, no big deal. Just check. Go. Everybody knew that was likely the end of Joe Girardi no matter what. Now, the real reality is they wanted to get softer. They wanted to get somebody who's, who swivels them hips when he walks in the room. You know, he comes in there and he starts singing and swiveling them hips.
Under my umbrella, hey.
That's what they wanted. But the fact of the matter is, anytime, anybody who knows ball will tell you this, anytime your own club says things like, I don't know, go ask the manager. Clay Holmes goes, I was available. I told him this morning I was available. No, he didn't say he was available. Now we got to have a meeting. When you lose the clubhouse in the postseason, there's no turning back. It's over. It's over. It's not rocket science. This is obvious. It's obvious. It's that simple.
Pete and Francis, if he's there on Friday. Quick story. I met my aunt and uncle's house yesterday, and we're talking, watching the Yankees. And my uncle was talking about Boone. He's saying this guy is the worst leader he's ever seen. Now, my uncle was in the Marine Corps for 5 years. He did a tour of duty in Vietnam. He was also in the NYPD for over 30 years. Wow. So my uncle knows a thing or two about leadership. And my uncle said this guy does not have it, and he's never had it. That you're not going to, grown men, ain't going to accept a leader like Boone because he just babies them. And just all they're going to do is take advantage of him.
Correct.
I don't know what you guys' thoughts on that. Also, let's go Yanks, and peace.
First and foremost, thank your uncle for his service. No doubt about it. Of course, yesterday, guys, July 4th. Again, I hope everybody had a great time. But thank your uncle for his service, first and foremost. And second, your uncle sounds a lot like me. What I've been saying for a long time. You could go back to my video when Aaron Boone said the day of, I got bullied by an umpire. I made a video that night. I was the only person who talked about it. No other media picked it up. Nobody else picked it up. And in that video, I said, if you're a man in that clubhouse and you hear that, do you go all out to play for that guy? Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. David Evans says you do not have to question his macho to say he is a poor manager. You don't have to question his macho. You're right. He's a poor manager. All of that stuff feeds into it. And let me tell you something. There's women leaders out there. that don't have testosterone. There are women leaders out there that handle jobs well better than Aaron Boone does. So it's not a question of macho. It's a question of being a leader. It's not a question of I got to be all this big masculine man. No. It's a question of being a leader, holding people accountable. That's it. Aaron Boone has showed time and time again that he's not capable of doing that. Let's be honest here. He's not capable of it.
Hey, Pete. Johnny Riff from Baltimore. Hope all is well. Getting a little worried right now. These losses are piling up, but
yes, sir.
We're still close. And the answer to me is there, the youth. The youth. We got two young lefties. Play them. I mean, Wells scored from first last week on a slow single. I mean, great hustle from a catcher. And he bats lefty.
Correct.
Ben Rice, bats lefty, playing well. I'd love to see them use more youth. To me, that's just Boone sucks, and he's not making this thing work again. This guy is an idiot. I got to get rid of Boone.
Yep.
But
he really is. It's sad.
I don't know who's going to step in, and maybe we'll get some of these guys healthy. It'll be like a big trade towards the end of this year. So I'm still positive on these boys.
Yeah.
I hope they pull it out, but I want to see more youth. They bring vitality. They bring some excitement. They bring some hustle. And let's get rid of the deadwood, non-hustling, error-making veterans that just, I think their time is up.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you're well.
Thank you, man.
Baltimore Yankees next week. I'll be there. NYYU, man. Love listening to you. Bye.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. And again, a lot of valid points, a ton of valid points. No doubt about it. A ton of valid points. And I'm right there with you, man. I've been calling for the young players to step up. Again, this is not some unbelievable, wow, Pete, how that's kind of crazy to think that way. No, it's baseball today. Guys are getting called up from AA to the major leagues left and right. They're going with better talent. They're going with the youth. They're going with the young players. That's what they're doing nowadays. It's exactly what they're doing nowadays. And, this club is behind the ball on that one.
Good morning, Pete. It's your boy Simon calling from Bella Vista, New Haven. How you doing? I'd like to answer your question. I think Aaron Boone should be on the hot seat. I mean, after all, he always keeps finding a way to lose, right? I always said he's a lousy manager and he should be fired. And I hope he does get fired. I really do. Because there's plenty of other people out there, Mike Scioscia, Joe Madden, Willie Randolph, maybe even Don Manley to manage this team. Because I want somebody to get in your face and give you criticism and critique you. Yeah. I don't want a wuss. If I want a wuss, I'll go and join the Mets. Heck no. Anyway, he's gonna be fired, Boone. And once he does get fired, Pete, I still say you should make those T-shirts. You and I are the ones that got him fired, and then on the front, Aaron Judge is a gift from God. Well, you have a good day, Pete. Have a good weekend. NYY Underground forever. Rock on. Smacky the likey. Hitty the subby. And remember, Aaron Judge is a gift from God. And Hal, if you're out there listening, please fire Boone, okay? We can't take the losing. Just fire the schmuck. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
He says it so politely. You know what I mean? He does it so much better than me. Me, sometimes I'm a little brash about it. Simon, Hal, if you're out there listening, please fire Boone. Please fire Boone. Please. Simon says you do it, damn it. That's all there is to it. Let's keep it going, guys.
What's going on, Pete? Good morning.
Yo, what up, brother?
It's your boy Chandler checking in again. Yeah, I think it's time for Asman to get on the ball here because I really don't think we have till July 30th to wait. By that time, Boston will be done past us. Shit, Toronto, maybe even Tampa.
Yeah.
So we need to get it going here, man. I don't know. Definitely a third baseman for sure because the guys they put out there and our platooning, they're not hitting the ball. So I would say the third baseman is the real position of need because everyone else should be back in due time, and I feel like that'll help. But
of course,
we'll see what goes on. All right.
Appreciate you, man. Great voice. But I want to show you guys something real quick. I want to take a look at something with you guys. And look, we'll go past the normal 12 o'clock hour here because we still got a few voicemails that I would like to get to today and get your guys' voices heard. But let me switch over to this real quick. This is the wild card. This is why some of this stuff is tough. You see everybody in the wild card right now. These are the leaders of the division, as you guys currently know. You look at the wild card. The Yankees are in a first wild card spot, followed by Minnesota, followed by the Red Sox. Well, then you got the Royals not far behind. You got the red-hot Houston Astros not far behind. You have Tampa Bay, who's not far behind. And then it kind of breaks off. You're looking at Detroit. The Rangers probably aren't going to sell too quickly. They're going to wait. You got the Blue Jays. You got the Angels. You got the Athletics. And then you got the White Sox. You know the White Sox. You know Oakland. You know the Angels. Hell, the Blue Jays are probably going to. And you know the Tigers are likely going to sell. That's the American League. You look at the National League and it's way closer. You only got a couple. You got two teams really out of it. And that's Colorado and Miami. So there isn't a shit ton of players out there that you can say, let's make deals. But creativity is key. Calling up what's in your system. And sometimes, I know this might sound crazy to some, sometimes maybe you got to give a little more to get something earlier. And that's the way you got to go about it. You got to try to maybe get a little something a little earlier. And the Yankees may have to go that route of where they're calling teams up. I don't know who, but, you know, teams like Detroit, teams like the Angels. That's the type of thing you got to do. And you got to be ahead of the curve on that, so to say. And you're right. Try to make these type of moves. You got no choice. The Yankees got to get going and get going soon.
Hey Pete, it's Respect calling out of CT. This lack of hustle, I can't see it anymore. Bench him, DFA him, fire Boone. If Judge is gonna back it, honestly, take the captain off his shirt. I really don't give a fuck. These guys need to be hustling. If they're not hustling, they should be benched. They're obviously too tired to hustle. Like, that's just the fundamentals of baseball. These other teams are hustling. You see the Baltimore Orioles doing that shit? No. Like, this is just another collapse of like 22. We haven't won since the freaking father. He would have fixed this shit. Grisham would have already been a fucking free agent if he was still alive. They need to wake up because they haven't won since the father was alive. Keep shining the light on these things, man. They need to get fixed.
Spot on again, man. Spot on again. And I was just actually taking a look at an article from John Heyman. I believe this might have been yesterday, I believe. But Heyman discusses that the Yankees could focus on Rengifo and even Jonathan India, who we saw yesterday, who could play around the infield. These guys, I believe, both could play third. I don't know too much about Jonathan India. I think he's been a second baseman a majority of his career. Maybe he's played some third. I'm not sure. But these are all possibilities on this club that we know about. But we'll see, man. We'll see. We'll keep the voicemails going, guys, and do a couple more. Then we're going to wrap up. Let me go ahead and close this one out. Give me 1 second. Here we go.
Morning, Pete.
Yo.
And all right, John. I wanted to say one thing right now, and I was looking forward to watching the Yankees every day in the beginning of the year. They looked like the friggin', like, there wasn't a damn dull moment. You know, everything was happening the right way for us. Everything, we had big-time plays, big-time home runs, big-time strikeouts. And we were being ranked so friggin' high, and then all hell breaks loose as soon as Stanton goes. We're struggling in the bullpen. And the one thing I could say about us is we do not put ourselves in positions to win ball games.
Correct.
You know, we are way too passive. Our approaches at the plate are horrendous, especially Volpe. Volpe looks to go out there and hit whatever friggin' ball he can hit, and 90% of the time it's not working. Volpe is horrendous right now. We thought Glaber was getting hot. Glaber ain't doing shit. Ben Rice and Aaron Judge and Michael Tonkin and Luke Weaver and maybe Garrett Cole coming up are the only bright spots right now, and we need something to change. I cannot take the stupid lineups anymore, and if we're gonna, we cannot go into this freaking All-Star break on a bad note. We will come out. We hold the same energy, so we need to come out swinging today.
Yeah.
We need to be hunting fastballs. We need to go out there, score 10 runs on these freaking Red Sox, and we need to start dominating ball games again. Let's go.
No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. I, of course, gotta say I throw Soto in there too. It's been weird. I'm not saying that the last caller did that. I don't think he did. But it's been weird how many people have kind of started to shit on Juan Soto like he's a problem, which is absolutely batshit crazy. I've seen this a lot, and I still see it, which is really, really insane. But you're right about everything you said there. I mean, they got to show a sense of urgency. They never do. That's another thing that, God, I've been screaming at the top of my lungs since 2018. Where's the urgency here? They always feel like there's another day, even in the postseason. Aaron Boone has managed like there's a tomorrow. And it's like, bro, you're down 3-0. There is no tomorrow. What are we doing here? And it's what they have chosen. You know what I mean? It's what they have chosen. But it is what it is. Let's keep it going.
Yo, what's up, NYU? What's up, chat? What's up, Pete? This is Nuts from the Bronx, man. How y'all doing? How y'all been? Yo, but Pete, listen, man. Boone should have been fired last year with that 82 and 80 record. He should have been gone at the start of the year. But there's a love fest between him and Hal cashing in that booty hole that they like of Boone and shit. But I don't know, man. But listen, bro, he should have been gone a while ago. I'm a big fan of bringing back Joe Girardi or bringing Don Mattingly in. Donnie Baseball to be the next manager, because we need somebody who's going to put these guys in their place, make sure they're playing well, bench players when we ain't playing. And listen, I do agree with you of bringing up Jones, but I prefer to bring up TJ Runfield. Let Rice play first base, let TJ DH, let JD be on the bench, blah, blah, blah. You know, if you want to bring up Ramirez to have him catch once in a while Austin is playing well, you know, there you go, your youth right there. There goes a better bench too right there, you know. But I don't know what's going on in Yankee Stadium. I mean, with the Yankees, bro. But something got to change. Something has to change. Is it management, new players, new GM? Shit, God forbid, new owners. Something got to change, bro. But I respect your show. Much love. Take care, my brother.
Thank you, man. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. No, you're right. Look, we all know. We all know what the problem is. We all understand that. The majority of the fan base has understood this for years now. We've understood this for years. None of this has changed. We get it. We understand that. But again, when this team goes in a rut, man, there's not much things like the New York Yankees in a rut. They refuse to make moves. They refuse to make changes. They see everything that we see and more. And it's all good. And it's all good to them. Let's get to one more voicemail, guys. We're going to wrap up today's show.
Yo, it's Angel Serrano again.
My
First
guy.
time I'm calling the second time. I took too long, but I just wanted to finish off saying what I was going to say. You know, again, there's got to be a way to fire this guy. This guy is he's a softy, bro. He's Mr. Softy himself. He's got to be much tougher. You know what I'm saying? He cannot be permitting for the guys to be so upset that Rondon got to get in his face and say no way and fuck you and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I understand because he's frustrated. I understand that. But, you know, Boone has to look for a way to communicate with his players, talk to them, explain to them what they have to do. You know what I'm saying? Yep. What are their responsibilities, and go out there and play hard with passion. You know what I'm saying? Hit, run, do everything that you're supposed to do like you mean it, like you want to win the World Series. Because right now they ain't showing us nothing, you know? And I'm very pissed off at the administration because they're letting everything go by. We're looking like suckers in front of the other teams.
That's right.
So I hope that we bounce back. I still believe in this team. Love the New York Yankees, and love you guys very much also.
Appreciate
God bless.
brother.
Take care now. Bye-bye.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man. And guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up today's show. Thank you again to everybody who called in. Thank you to everybody who hung out with us today. And like I said, man, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that things can get better. I really am. I'm hopeful that the New York Yankees make the proper changes. But again, guys, I'm one person. You know what I mean? I'm one person that is, you know, kind of talking up against the organization and the way they conduct business and do business. And I'm hopeful they get it eventually. Will they? I got no idea. But the beautiful thing is, I say it all the time, man. Time will tell. Time will tell. Time will tell what happens with the New York Yankees and how they go about their business. And, you know, will they make the proper changes? We don't know. We don't know. But with that being said, guys, we are going to go ahead and wrap up again tonight, 7 o'clock. You guys already know Game Season Live is locked and loaded. We are ready to go. It is New York Yankees, Boston Red Sox. Red Sox at Yankees, I should say. It's going to be an interesting matchup. And a little preview, too, to September 14th, NYU Day, Red Sox at Yankees. It's going to be great. So until then, guys, I'll catch you guys a little later tonight. Peace out, baby. Thank you.
Top 10 radar, yeah, we on your radar. Never miss, dog, and that's on occasion. Yeah, we on your radar. Yeah.
Hey, look, top floor lifestyle, chef and boy, I'm cooking up. Play too high, ain't coming down. You see me if you looking up. I don't really talk too much, I show them run the numbers up. Lucky that I'm strolling up, I'm going off, they know what's up. Wrist too silly, numbers crack the billy. Yeah, don't need no dilly. I'm too fresh, I feel like Willie.